Welcome. Maybe the last video of the year, who knows. I suspect everything will start dying off that isn't evergreen fairly soon, and there won't be much point in making videos. So I thought I'd do a very quick whip round of absolutely everything. So, bugle, thriving, spreading, looking good. Behind it, forget-me-nots. Not bad, these ones. They look reasonably green and healthy at least. Haven't really grown much. Periwinkle, doing well. Trailing, nice. Cheap bedding plant from the year before that shouldn't have even survived. Still there. Snow in summer. Almost trailing over the edge of the wall, but not quite. Wood sage collapsed in a spring windstorm, but actually reasonably healthy amount of growth. Just shouldn't be horizontal, but never mind. New periwinkle, healthy, growing just about. Leadwort doing its thing. This stuff. Never actually found out what this is called. It's still there, it's still alive, but it's not really thriving exactly. These things, whatever they are, I don't know what they are. Likewise got blown over by the wind, but they're otherwise still alive. I'm hoping that'll actually be quite useful because they've blown over like this, so if it can self-seed over here, it'll spread them across the bed a bit, which will actually sort me right out. Michaelmas daisies. There were two of these that I planted sort of this time last year. One here, one in the other corner. One over there didn't come back. This one has come back with a vengeance. So that's good news. Third periwinkle. Doing okay. Not really grown yet, but doing okay. Leadwort. Cascading. Good stuff. Do. Round here we go. Cordialis was planted there sort of this time last year. Seems to have just died without any trace at all. Forget-me-nots doing kind of okay. Lavender looks really scrappy, but still living. Bedding plant again. This was the new Amsonia Eastern Blue Star that I put in not so long ago. Hasn't died, hasn't really grown, gone a bit yellow. Jury's still out. Sage, Amistad, flopping a bit under its own weight. It's been quite rainy lately. Leaves are a bit weird. Don't know what that's all about. But it has grown quite a good size and it's still got a lot of flowers even though we're into October. So that's not a bad sign. Whizz Campion looks terrible. I should probably just cut all the dead bits back down to this new growth. But I kind of think this might help protect the sage a bit from the wind. It might take a bit out of the wind, and if I chop all of that down, this will just be stood up on its own and protected. So leaving it for now. Other lavender, ditto, previous lavender. Other sage, pretty much ditto again here actually. The leaves are a bit ropey looking, but it's grown quite a decent amount since I put it in. It's all the way up here now. Still flowering sort of in October, so happy days. Primrose and cyclamen in this corner, still there. Neither really thriving nor dying over here. Wallflower, sort of stopped flowering very quickly, but the leaves still look hopefully like it's kind of okay. St John's wort is just coming along fine. The new, whatchamacallit, lobelia, still not died. Brilliant. Coreopsis has decided October is an appropriate time to produce more flowers than it's managed all the rest of the summer. Don't know what that's all about. Don't know why there's only 2 and it should be this whole plant. So I haven't done a very good job of keeping that to its max, obviously. This blue thing, I can never remember the name of, is likewise only producing 2 little flowers. It's clearly thriving in Bailey's Town. Lily starting to be a bit not flowering much, but otherwise still basically trooping along. And if you see around here, it's not done for the year yet. There's still even more batches of flowers on their way. Loose strife stopped flowering ages ago, obviously, but they're still there. Phlox likewise. Penstemon seems okay, not that happy, but not entirely dying. Wallflower hasn't really changed since I put it in. This is hard talking this fast. Clematis. This one is doing really well. It's growing all the way up here, all the way around here. Good stuff. Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is still not in the greatest shape. As I explained before, it grew all these stalks up to a reasonable height, and then all the leaves just died off it. And then eventually it kind of started making some new leaves, but still not very much. Like this one's still got no leaves. So it actually seems to have started growing more new vertical bits from the ground, so we'll wait and see what happens with that next year. This clam, nothing really changed since last time I pointed the camera at it really. It grew quite quickly after planting up to reach the trellis, produced a flower here which flowered, then immediately got eaten by something very annoying, and then it's never really grown much since. Tiarella, this is the Alabama Sunrise. It's doing quite well. This Tiarella is doing quite well for growth, but not for shape. Looks a bit of a mess. This Tiarella that was down to like half a leaf has also managed to grow back quite well, albeit most of the leaves are all eaten and misshaped. This Eucarella is also looking eaten and misshaped, but the hardy geranium is looking absolutely untouched. Whatever it is that eats all my Tiarellas obviously hates that. Epimedium working along as well. Fuchsia putting on a pretty decent display for early October. At the back here, got some, I think I was told they're hellebores. Haven't seen them flower yet. And over here, my Sarcococca looked like it was about to die. As you can see, it's still in a pretty bad shape. All the leaves went yellow. I didn't really know why. I thought it might be because the tree had been taken out from above it and it didn't like the sudden change in light levels. I eventually decided it's probably because I didn't water it enough. Give it some more compost around the base, really heavy watering, and then it's rained a lot as well. So the leaves are starting to turn green again. They were very yellow. So it actually seems to be flowering a little bit as well. So hopefully it's not dead quite yet. And then on the subject of things that aren't dead quite yet, I'd completely written off this Acanthus mollis, which is now probably about 18 months old. And it grew and then got eaten and died and then got moved and eaten and died, and now we're back to having one fairly small little leaf there. So maybe it will eventually establish itself properly next year. So that's pretty much the whole garden whistle stop tour at the end of the season 2020.